Right, everyone, this is day 20, I think, here in Hong Kong, and it's the beginning of a new day. I'm going to try my best to be a proper vlogger today. I am at Kowloon Walled City Park, and that's behind me here. That's the entrance to Kowloon Walled City Park, and I'm going to try to shoot 2 videos. I don't know if I'm even allowed to shoot inside, but I'm going to try. But I'm going to begin shooting outside the gates and then work my way in. But anyways, every time I start shooting, noise happens, so I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to vlog throughout the day and not get kicked out of this park. Alright, so as I mentioned, I will do my best to actually vlog today. I just finished shooting my video of well, it started off being a video of the Leica MA, but then I kind of digressed and I kind of I went off and started talking a lot about film. But you know, really, if you're talking about a film camera, it's hard to not talk about film. But I was moving around. It's a lot of security. I think this is considered like a national park or something like that. But lots of security around. And I was worried. There's all these warning signs and fines. And if you're caught doing this, you're caught doing that, then you'll be arrested. You'll be fined. And there's a lot of signs even begging is illegal in this park. There's a lot of things like no loud talking, no camping, no pets. There's a lot of rules in this park. I guess they just want to keep it, and I think it's a bird sanctuary as well. But this used to be a famous, if you don't know much about the Kowloon Walled City, look it up. It's crazy. It was the highest density living in the world, and it was it used to be a Chinese military base within the middle of Hong Kong that the British government allowed them to have the land. And at a certain point, the British kicked them out. But British could not consider this land theirs because officially they gave it to China, but China had no way of accessing it unless they went through British property. So what happens, a lot of criminals, not just criminals, but a lot of people fled to this walled city area and built themselves an insane village here, basically. And it's featured in some movies. One of them, famously for us North Americans, is Bloodsport, when they went to Hong Kong to fight in whatever it was called. But it is they went into the wall. I think they went into the actual walled city, and in '94 or something, the British government tore down because it was pretty scary. If you see some of the YouTube videos, it didn't break down, but I can't remember the number of people that lived here. But it was like an insane amount of people, and there's only one water source that was coming in. It was famous for their dentists, I think, and people that made dentures and such. But I thought it'd be neat to shoot a video in here. So just finished shooting my film video. I was gonna shoot my iPhone video here as well, but I think I'm gonna move on and go somewhere else to shoot that video. And I was just talking to Ekpeng Chia. He is still in Hong Kong and he's in Tsim Sha Tsui. I need to go there anyway, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe hook up with him again. But this time, I think I better shoot one more video because I've been kind of goofing off. Well, the weather's been horrible, but I've been kind of goofing off a little bit in terms of creating video. This is my second last full day here. I thought I would just show you, here's a statue representation of the walled city. So I'm gonna just turn this around. You can sort of see, this is kind of what it used to look like. I think they said at certain points it went up as high as 12 stories, and there's no building codes, nothing. People just started building up upon one another. But this walled city was lined up to the old Kai-Tak airport, and some of those amazing pictures of those airplanes landing where people were hanging out of the side of a building, on the rooftop of this walled city. Planes, from the perspective of the camera, it looked like the plane would hit the building. And there's a famous picture of these children playing on the rooftops of this walled city as airplanes flew over, but you can sort of see how this was a real city, guys. This is a real city structure that basically was, I think, was run by the triads, but there was still a reasonable amount of order because there were entire families that lived here. And so, you know, even amidst chaos, there needs to be some order. And because the Hong Kong police could not enter into the walled city, basically the gangs and, you know, anyone with power and influence would run the city. And so this is the Kowloon, and back here is just sort of a mural of what the city would look like from a side profile. But it's a very pretty park now. There were demonstrations initially when they tore it down, but it is a beautiful, beautiful national park. And if you have a chance, you know, I rarely promote going to tourist areas in the sense that you know, they just seem too touristy, but this is very well done in that it's kind of a national memorial of the people that had lived in this walled city, and they beautified it and made something valuable for those that live around here now. So now there's jogging areas, there's basketball courts, there's areas for tourists to come, and yeah, it's a great little park. So I'm happy I was able to come here and shoot at least one of my YouTube videos. That was my plan, to always come here. I didn't know which one I would do, and I picked the one camera that I thought would be the camera that one wouldn't expect me to shoot a video of this nature here, which is the Leica MA. That seems more street, it seems more gritty, but I still came here to shoot it. So that's it. I guess as I'm leaving the Kowloon Walled City Park, one of the things I just wanted to talk about, I actually really like this park because it's tied to the past. I just wanted to mention that, you know, as I meditate and I think about this old walled city and how 30,000 people lived in this crazy space here, one as a photographer might look back and wonder, like, wow, wouldn't it have been great to be back then and been a photographer at that time, to be able to come to a place like here and take pictures and get a good sense of the social, cultural relevance of a place like that. And now that it's all torn down, it's too bad. There are monuments, but you know, as I was thinking about that for myself, I was also thinking about, well, you know, there are Kowloon walled cities today all over the world, and instead of reminiscing or wishing that you were from a different time, you know, the generation after this generation will be looking back at our time and saying, wow, you know, that was cool that you used to actually be able to go to Playland, which is like a fair in Vancouver, or the P&E, or, you know, or the old Tsukiji market now, right, in Tokyo. The fish market is now being moved, and now people are flocking there to eat, and maybe it's even already moved now. And, you know, in 20 years people will be like, wow, you know, that was history. I wish I was back then. But there's something happening at their time that is history, but it won't be history until 20 years later. And then dreaming about something that you can't wish for the past to come back, make the now happen. That's why I think maybe often I hang out in places that seem insignificant at this time, and I'm not trying to plan the future. I'm just going to places where I'm personally attracted to, and which is usually kind of the working class neighborhoods. It was a thing that I read about history. When people dig up old artifacts, historians actually aren't looking for high art or high craft. They're looking for the everyday, the bowls that people used to eat out of, the forks, the utensils they used, the everyday tools is usually what archaeologists are looking for. They're not looking for high art. So, you know, when they dig up our artifacts of our generation, of our time, they're not looking for the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis. They're looking for the Honda Civics and the Ford Escorts and the everydayness, you know, the iPhone, just the everyday things that we use as an example of how we lived and what type of people we were. And when we embrace the everydayness, I think that's where the beauty, for at least for me, that's where the beauty is, and not the extreme. You know, we chase after Ferraris and Lamborghinis and supermodels and celebrities. In 20, 30 years, that's not even going to matter anymore. It's the things that people don't know much about, that often usually what becomes part of history. So stop chasing after dreams, make your own history, find your own way, take pictures, take videos, pick up hobbies, do whatever it is. Forget about the past, forget about the future, think about the now, and the future will come in its own time. Coolest name for a block ever. Lion Rock Road. Always happens. Gets loud this very second I start recording. This is one of my favorite blocks in Hong Kong, basically because of the name. I did actually shoot a video here with Camera Girl 2 years ago. Click, click. Hello everyone, this is Take from bigheadtaco.com, and I'm here on Lion Rock Road. Now I purposely picked the street because I love the name, so Lion Rock Road. 2 years ago, and I just never posted it. Actually, after I shot the video, I got sick. And so I'm planning to shoot a video. I'm thinking maybe this is where I'm gonna shoot my, this is maybe where I'm gonna shoot my iPhone video. I just need to find a corner that I can stop. Oh, a shoe store. I don't think I've done a lunch shot yet on my vlog, but they have pretty decent lunch sets. This is in a Vietnamese, Thai, Cambodian part of Kowloon City, off of, well, again, Lion Rock Road. But they're pretty well known for their sort of South Asian cuisine. This is 46 Hong Kong dollars, which includes a drink. So it works out to under $8 Canadian, or about $5.50 US. Maybe not cheap for those that live here because they're used to this kind of pricing. For us back in Vancouver in the US, this is pretty darn good. So just ready to mow down. Shot 2 YouTube videos this morning, so I am hungry. So I'm in Tsim Sai Choi. I went back after shooting my 2 videos in Kowloon City, and I showered, I napped, and then I napped. And now I'm in Tsim Sai Choi. I dropped off the roll of cine stuff from last night, and who do I bump into in Tsim Sai Choi? Can you see him? There he is. There's Tommy. And we didn't plan this. He just had the day off, I guess, or the afternoon off, and he is shooting and buying shirts and dropping off 10 rolls. Dropping off 10 rolls of film. I have my 1 roll, and so we're gonna. What time's your rolls done? You didn't even ask him.
They said it. I don't remember. I think it's 5.
Oh really? Yeah, mine's 5:30. We could go together.
10 rolls.
And scan.
I give him my email. So.
Oh okay. Okay. So I'm just like, this is my second last full day, so I'm in a panic now to get more pictures and shoot more videos. So we're in like the back streets of Tsim Sai Choi, like east part of Tsim Sai. There's a store behind me. I'm not sure. I'm not good with this here. Anyways, it's called. See it? It's called GR8. So that's like in the future there will be a Ricoh GR8. It will like have.
Great.
It'll be like a knocked.
That'd be great.
28mm f.95 image stabilized, medium format censored. It'll have a floating LCD. It will.
And it'll be still the same size.
It'll be still the same size and the same shape, and horrible Wi-Fi. It'll still have horrible Wi-Fi. The GR8.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's it. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna see Tommy. He's on it. He's shooting as he should. So we'll talk to you soon. Alright, I'm at Dotwell. I'm picking up my roll of cine still. Tommy's already taken off. He has all his rolls, his negs, but they're still uploading all the scans. They do email the scans for you, which is great. But I bring my USB stick, but I'm just excited to get my cine still back. And so after this, I might, again, if I'm excited, I'll grab another roll and shoot. If not, then I will tour Champagne Court and then hit the streets again. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I just finished picking up. Just finished picking up my roll. I think I'll die if I go that way. Picked up my roll and the cine still looks fantastic. So I'm excited. I'm gonna head up to Mongkok and grab another roll, and then maybe half Mongkok I'll shoot and then half Tsim Sha Tsui, and then I'll get it processed tonight. And during that whole time I'll still try to take iPhone pictures and pictures with the Fujifilm. So I got a lot of shooting to do tonight, but I'm gonna still keep up with my vlogging. So off I go to Mongkok. Alright, I'm in Mongkok. I have cine still. I'm at my 18th frame. It's pretty insane down here, but it's really hard to isolate anything. So I'm heading back down to Tsim Sha Tsui. It's 7:30. The lab closes at 8:30, so if I can boot it down there, shoot quickly, hopefully they'll have it done for me by then. So let's try not to get killed here. Trying to get killed, and we're gonna head to Tsim Sha Tsui. I made it under the just perfectly. It's 8 o'clock. Dot wall closes, I think, at 8:30-ish or so, and they said that they could process my cine still before they close. And so I'm gonna just go kill half an hour, maybe find something to eat. Although I've gone over my food budget if I include my 2 rolls of film that I shot. So maybe I will fast and not eat and save my money for tomorrow, my last day. Or I can splurge, I don't know yet. But I am happy I was able to finish. So that's 4 rolls of cine still within I shouldn't say within a week, because the first roll took me almost a week to do, and then the next 3 rolls, bang, 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 bang. So last night's roll with Tommy, done. This roll in Mongkok and Tsim Sha Tsui, done. And I think that's it. So now I'm gonna switch back, shoot with the X-T2, and I've been kind of neglecting my iPhone photography, so I'm gonna shoot some of that. And yeah, so who needs to eat, right? Who needs to eat when you have, look at these people here behind me. They're all lined up to eat somewhere special, I guess. But I don't need to eat, I just need to take pictures. So I'm back in Togwawan. This is this huge park behind the Mayor Industrial Building. And you know, it's 9 p.m. at night and this place is bustling. There's so many people. I think outside of Japan, in terms of the Asians or even in the world, I think they said that that one year where that big tsunami hit Japan, Hong Kong had actually for that year had the longest living people, and I can see it. You know, the elderly really exercise and they stay active. Many clubs, early in the morning you come, they're doing Tai Chi or some kind of exercise. The youth jogging, playing basketball, much more so than I find in North America. I mean, of course the population density is much higher here, so perhaps it's just an illusion, but you know, the people are buying running shoes. These are sneaker shops, there's badminton shops, there's a lot of physical activity, and there's parks. Even though Hong Kong is dense, no matter where you go, there will be public parks everywhere, and it's really great to see. So I've been shooting all day, shot 2 videos in the morning, went back, ingested, relaxed, and then go back out at night. I think that's probably what's best for me, and I should have done that when Ryan was here so we could have got more work done. But so I break up my day into 2 separate days. But other than that, productive day. Tomorrow's my last full day, so I'm gonna sit down and plan that all out tonight. I'm gonna just start walking back, I think. I don't know how well. The G7X has been doing very well as a vlogging camera. Image stabilization is great. Probably this low noise, this low light, high ISO, it might be a little bit noisy, but video is pretty good. Like a 1-inch sensor for video is pretty good, because most camcorders, they're using tiny sensors like 1/2.3, 1/2.5, 1/3. Like you know, the 1-inch sensor is quite large. If you look at any dedicated camcorder that has a 1-inch sensor, they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're in the thousands of dollars. And so this little guy being able to do video, pretty darn good. As you can hear, still, it's just, this park is just, you know, insane. There's just so many people out. Must be, you know, 500-600 people. Maybe not that much. Yeah, you know, maybe. It's just everywhere you look, there are just people, you know, 9 p.m. on a weekday evening. So you can imagine what it would look like on the weekend. But, you know, very active, these middle-aged ladies doing their exercises behind me. And, you know, in the morning you'll see the same thing. There'll be, but usually the elderly. So in the evenings, probably those that work all day, you know, probably put in 8, 10, 12-hour days. And when they get home, they go to the park and they do exercise. So this is fantastic. I really admire the Hong Kong people. I really admire my wife's culture and the culture of her family. And I really do count it a privilege to be able to come here and do some projects and some work and still fulfill some of my personal projects. And so I'm about 2 minutes of a walk back home. This has been a full video day. So for all the days where I like messed up and didn't shoot any video, I hope today will make up for it. This is probably going to be its own separate video. I think I pretty much, you know, in terms of must-shoot videos, I think I've got all the main ones. Tomorrow might just be a closer. And also, actually, you know what? I wasn't happy with my initial. I love this building. This is my favorite. This is my favorite building. This is my favorite building, the Merritt Industrial Building, and according to my mother-in-law and other people, once the MTR arrives here, buildings like this are probably gone. And so I'm doing my best to take as many pictures as possible. I'm gonna take a few pictures and then head back. So that's it for day 20. Day 20, I think it is, and we'll see you tomorrow.